Hello.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another interview here on Eurovision. We have a special guest with us today. It's Saga Ludvigsson. I hope I
That's
said
right.
it well. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Um, she will be participating in Melodifestivalen in Sweden. She's going to be participating in the fifth heat. That's going to take place on March 1st, I think. Your song hasn't been released yet. I think it's scheduled to be released on February 28th. But this is a great opportunity for our public, our audience to get to know you. So before anything else, welcome and thank you so much for accepting our invitation.
Thank you for
Um,
having me.
I hope you'll feel comfortable during this interview. And let's start by introducing yourself. Let our audience get to know you a little bit more. What can you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, well, my name is Saga Ludvigsson. I'm 18 and I'm from Sweden and I make pop country music.
I'm going to have a little dynamics in the beginning to break the ice a little bit. Okay, it's like a game. It's a this or that game. All right. Then I have a couple of questions that I'm going to ask you to answer. And finally, I'm going to ask for some suggestions from you concerning a couple of things that you'll see later. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we start with the this or that game?
Yeah, of course.
In our team, in the Eurovision team, we are divided. Some people are team tattoo, some people are team euphoria. Which team are you?
I have to say tattoo, I think. Yeah.
The most recent.
Yeah, I love the performance she did.
Personally, I'm Team Euphoria.
That's a good song too.
It is, and I like the performance. I like the staging a lot because it's simple without many artifacts, but very effective. But well, that's my personal taste. Do you prefer ballads or up tempo songs?
Up tempo. I'm not that into ballads actually. I like things that are up tempo that you can dance to.
Well, I'm going to save that information for later for another question I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Melody or lyrics?
Melody. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
having a hard time with lyrics sometimes. Not remembering it, but I have dyslexia, so lyrics is not really my thing. I'm more for the
Okay,
melody.
but you were the co-writer of your own song, "Hate You So Much," weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to ask you about that definitely later.
It's
Singing in English or singing in Swedish?
English.
Can I know why?
I think it's harder to sing in Swedish. I don't know if it's because I speak Swedish all the time, so it's harder to learn a song in Swedish for some reason, or that maybe yeah. But I more people can understand and listen to English, so maybe that's why I like it more.
So you think it's more accessible if you sing in English for other publics, for other audiences?
Yeah.
Idol Sweden or Melfest?
I have to say Melodifestivalen. Yeah. I
Okay.
love Idol, but I think Melodifestivalen is it's yeah, everyone really like it feels like all of Sweden just sits down and watches it. So, yeah.
Yeah, the whole country stops to watch it.
Almost.
Almost. Big cities or countryside?
Countrysides. I'm from a
Yeah,
very very small village, so I have to say
you
that.
are.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Being able to read minds or being invisible if you had a superpower.
Hmm. I think read minds. It would be
Read.
easier for me to understand what people think then.
Yeah, that would be very handy. But being invisible would be fascinating also.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could sneak into other people's homes and listen to their conversation, private conversations.
Yeah.
You would have a lot of gossip.
I really would. Which one would you prefer?
Um, Actually, being invisible.
Yeah. It's a good one too.
Hot weather or cold weather?
Hot weather.
Yeah, you must be suffering now in Sweden.
It's really cold, and I also feel like it's way colder in Stockholm than it is where I come from. I don't know why. Yeah, like if it's the same degrees, I always feel like it's colder up here. I don't know why, but I yeah, it's too cold.
Well, maybe the thermic feeling is different because of wind or humidity or something like that.
Yeah.
Winning Eurovision with Haiti so much, and that would be the only big hit you would ever have, or not even making it to Eurovision, staying in Melodifestivalen and having an average, medium career.
Hmm. I feel like if you have a medium career, maybe it's more stable. No, stable. That's the thing with horses. Or, but that's the wrong word. But what do you say
No,
when
no,
you're?
stable is good.
Yeah, it
Stable
is.
means balanced.
Yeah, great. I thought about stable with horses,
Yeah,
and I
no,
was like,
with the
this was
horses.
not
Yeah, it's
right.
the same word. It's the same word.
Great. Then the word without the horses. It's more stable, and maybe you can make a living out of it longer. But it would also be very fun to have a big hit.
But it will be the only big hit.
I have to say the medium career then. Yeah.
Okay, you're playing it safe.
Yeah.
Intimate concerts or big venues?
This is a hard one too. Big venues, I think. Yeah, to perform in big venues. But if I'm going to a concert, I I would like to go to like a smaller venue.
Okay, so you're thinking about it in two different perspectives. As a spectator, you'd rather be in a small venue. As a performer, you prefer to be in a big space in a big concert.
Yeah.
Now, let's go to the deeper questions. Okay. Some of the questions I'm going to ask you are related to some of the answers you've already given me in the this or that game. Okay. Let's start with this. When did your interest in singing start? You're
I
still
think
very
it's
young. So you
yeah,
must have been a child.
yeah. I performed on stage the first time when I was 5, but I had been singing before that, so I don't really know. Since I was born, my mom and dad always says that I was never quiet. So yeah, maybe since I was born.
Do you also play any instruments or do you only sing?
I've tried, but I lose interest so fast.
Okay.
So yeah, I can only sing.
Do you think that's related to your dyslexia problem that you
Maybe
lose interest?
I don't know. Well, I don't think so because I don't have trouble learning other stuff more than just stuff with words. So
Okay.
no, I just think it is that if something's a bit hard, I lose interest. But not for
No,
singing.
the
I've
question
kept
is
going with that.
music, it's its own language, and because it's a different language, you might have problems with the language of music, so to say.
Yeah, maybe. I don't really know why.
Okay. Do you come from an artistic family?
No, I don't. But we've always listened to a lot of music. There's always something playing in the background, but they can't sing or play any instruments.
Okay. Always music in the background. So this is the perfect timing for me to ask you, what are your musical influences?
From home, we listen to a lot of Johnny Cash, so I have to say him from my childhood. Um, Before my own music, I love Dolly Parton and Zara Larsson. So I would say them.
When I was listening to your songs, Jolene, for example, I watched the videos. I was actually preparing for the interview, right? And when I watched, I thought about Dolly Parton. I thought,
Yeah.
okay, this would be a good match. I was actually going to ask you, this or that question, if you'd rather sing Dolly Parton songs or some other country singer songs, but then I forgot about the idea. But I thought about it. What do you think are the differences between competing in Idol and competing in Melodifestivalen?
Melodifestivalen is a lot bigger than Idol. So that and also that I get to sing my own music in Melodifestivalen, which in Idol we only did covers. And Idol was also over 3 months, and I got to move into a hotel and yeah, get a new life really.
Yeah.
But now I think we're just there for a week in total. So it's a shorter period. Yeah, sure,
Okay.
next time.
Yeah. And which one do you think in which competition do you think the competition is going to be more fierce?
I think it's going to be a lot harder in Melodifestivalen because there are artists who have done this for longer than I've been
Yeah.
alive. So, so yeah,
Yeah, some artists already have a stable career. So yeah, you're a newcomer.
yeah, I am.
Does that put pressure on you?
Huh?
Does that put pressure on you?
I haven't really thought about that yet. I just want to have fun and learn a lot, and hopefully, yeah, come to the finals or make it as far as I can.
You were a co-writer of "Hate You So Much," your song that's called
Yeah.
"Hate You So Much." Um, what was the creative process behind the song like? How did it happen? How did you it's you and two other people
Yeah.
co-writing the song, and did you come together and decide, okay, let's make a song for Melody Festival? And did you have the song ready and you thought, oh, maybe we could apply to Melody Festival? And did you write it on purpose for the event? How did it happen?
Well, we wrote this song in February, I think, and that was the first time we three met, and we were just trying to see if we could work together. And so I brought up a story that had happened to me in real life, and I said, "Can we write about this?" And so we did. And the plan was to release it this summer, but we didn't. And then we just thought, why not send it into Melodifestivalen and see if we can make it.
And you were surprised when you got a yes from them?
I was so surprised. My A&R called me on FaceTime and said, "I have to show you two pictures," and I believed her, but she was going to tell me that I made it to, yeah, to Melodifestivalen, and I cried so much. Of course, happy tears.
Of course.
Um, but yeah, I didn't think I was going to make it, so I was very 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 happy.
Oh, I'm so glad for you.
Thank you.
Can you tell us? I know that you have to keep your secrets, okay? And I'm not going to ask you to do any spoilers or to reveal anything that you cannot reveal, okay?
Yeah.
But can you tell us what the song is about? You said it was about a personal story that really happened to you. Can we know the topic?
Yeah, well, I think that's all I can say when I spoke to
Oh,
my. So we'll have to stay there, but it's something that has happened to me in real life that we decided to tell the world, I guess.
okay. How can I put this into words? Do you feel very exposed when you think when you sing about something personal?
No, we keep it on a good level where
Okay.
it's not too much and not too little. So for me, I just feel like I get to connect more with the song, and it's great to sing something that you know what it's about because you can feel more with the song.
And can you at least tell us? I keep trying, if you say,
Yeah.
it's no. Can you at least tell us what genre of music it is? Is it a pop? Is it a country, like you said, that you like? What kind of music is it?
It's a very up tempo pop country song.
Okay, just the way we like it, to dance, to shake
Yeah.
the skeleton.
Yeah.
I know your answer already. You're not going to answer it, but is there anything else that you can reveal about the staging? Are there going to be dancers, main colors, anything? You must understand that we are very curious, right?
Yeah.
So I have to
Of
try,
course.
even if you say no.
Yeah, well, I can say that I don't really know much about how it's going to look yet because I'm going to rehearse in January. So
Okay.
I don't really know that much yet, but I know that there's going to be it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to really tell the story. And it's going to happen a lot.
That's enough. All right.
Great.
That's enough to keep our appetite for the performance without knowing too much. Yeah. I would like to know, what are your goals in the competition in Melody Festivalen? Are you participating just for the experience, for the sake of taking part in this event, or do you really have the goal to go for the win?
I think it's a bit of both. Of course, I don't think I'm gonna win the whole thing, but of course you want to come as far as you can. But I'm also seeing this as a good chance to show my music and what I love to do, and hopefully get some more people to maybe like my music.
Yeah. And who knows, it could be a platform and you can be back over and over again, like so many artists do every year, like you said.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good point. Who are your favorite Swedish performance at Eurovisions?
I think it's Cornelia Jacobs. I think she did a really good job, and I love the performance and the song. Even if it's not that up tempo, I really, really love it.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
It's one of
it's
my favorites. It's really beautiful.
yeah,
Hold
she's
me,
really amazing.
yeah, hold me closer, right?
Yep,
Yeah. If you could, which Eurovision winner would you pick to have a duet with?
I have to say ABBA.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, it really would. Uh, that's probably the most typical Swedish answer to say that you would like to do something with ABBA. But they're really great and they have good songs that makes you want to dance.
You know what's interesting? Me and you, we are from a different age group, obviously, and ABBA is part of my childhood. I grew up listening to ABBA. When they won the Eurovision Song Contest, I was 4 years old.
Oh,
So I grew up listening to ABBA songs, and I am a huge fan. I was at the time, and I still am. And the thing is, their music is so it doesn't have it doesn't have a time. It's timeless. Okay, timeless, that's a
yeah.
word. Okay, their music is so timeless that I love ABBA, and you who are much younger than I am love ABBA as well. That's magical.
Yeah, I agree with you. It really is timeless, and it's great to be able to do so many songs that fit all kinds of people and all kinds of ages, and yeah, that's what's really special about them.
These were the questions that I had for you, and now I would like to have some suggestions from you. And I usually ask these suggestions to the people I interview, not only because we live in different geographies, we have different cultural influences, but also because in this case in particular, we are from different age groups. And so I'm interested in knowing some of your suggestions concerning artists. I want you to suggest an artist for me to listen to.
There's so many. I have to think about who I usually listen to. I would have to say Sara Larsson. She's really, really good. But she's a big Swedish pop star. She's really, really good. I'm sure you've heard some of her songs. So yeah, I would say her. Or maybe also I have to give you two because I love
Okay.
them both. Sierra Farrell. She's also really good. She makes
Okay.
like bluegrass country music.
Now, I would like you to suggest me a book.
I don't read books, so I have no suggestions for that.
Okay, so we skip it. But do you watch movies?
Sometimes I watch
Okay.
movies. Yeah,
Can you suggest a good movie that you've watched recently or not so recently?
I'm such a boring person when it comes to this. I watch the same movies over and over again because I love knowing what's happening, and I I don't like when it's too what's the word?
Unpredictable?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that's the right word. So my favorite it's a series of films, but it's Twilight. I really love them.
Okay. Yeah. About the werewolves and the vampires. Yeah.
Yep,
I read the books. I've never seen the movies. Can you believe this?
you
I've
really
never seen
should
the movie.
watch the movies.
Can you suggest just one song?
One song.
You can suggest your own song.
Then I have to say Hercules by Saga Ludvigsson.
Okay, I've listened to that.
Great.
And something about the lights. Oh, the title.
Show me lights, maybe.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I've listened to that once also. Very happy song. Very in a very good mood.
Great, great to hear.
Would you please suggest me an album?
An album. I thought about this for a couple of days ago. Which one's my favorite? Maybe it is So Good with Zara Larsson. I think it's a
Okay.
really good album with a lot of different songs, both up tempo and a bit slower. Um, so yeah, I think
Yeah.
So Good.
And finally, a country
A country to visit, or
to visit, to spend some relaxing time.
I haven't been to that many countries, but I
Oh, you have time, you know.
yeah, I have time. Uh, but maybe Sweden then in summer, not in the winter. Or if you like snow, then you
I've
could go
never
in the
been to
winter.
I've never been to Sweden. I've been to Finland, although. Saga, this is our interview. It was quite quick. I didn't take much of your time. I would like to ask you one final thing. Can you please send a special message to the people following us on hashtag Eurovision?
Yeah, of course. I hope all of you are having a good week, and if you want, you can listen to my music on all platforms.
Yeah, I've followed you on Spotify.
Amazing.
Yeah. So she's on Spotify, guys. Go check her
I
out.
am.
Go check her out. Okay. Thank you so much once again for accepting our invitation. It was a good time, I think.
Yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Oh, anytime. Okay. And promise me one thing. If you win Melody Festivalen, I want another interview with you about your plans for Eurovision.
Yep, that I can promise. If I win, we're having another interview.
Great. Okay, thank you so much. Well, I
Thank
wish you
you.
a lot of success. Okay,
Thank you so
and
much.
all the best. Okay, and may the best singer song win.
Yep. Have a
Okay,
nice day. Thank you so
you
much.
too so much. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.